All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and move into who's who and what's new. We have not pre-talked about any of these headlines today. I'm just going to bring up some of the stuff that's coming off of the trending topics on Twitter, as it were. We're going to launch right into it. Are you ready?
I'm ready. Let's do it.
All right. And with that, here we go. All right. Exclusive source. This is from the Daily Caller. Top Anheuser-Busch. Oh, excuse me. And I don't know why that keeps happening. Top Anheuser-Busch.
So latent.
Marketing executives responsible for boycott are no longer employed. And I even have an update to this headline, which actually dropped yesterday. Yes, it was confirmed through texts that were received by the Daily Caller exclusively that Alyssa Heinerschneid, that's this individual, as well as, Daniel Blake, which is the group vice president for marketing, were both fired from Anheuser-Busch. And so kind of my initial gut reaction to this was, well, that just makes sense. Finally, something in 2023 makes sense. Turns out that if you lose your company $27 billion, the company doesn't seem to want to keep you around. What do you think?
I think this is the biggest I don't care kind of story that I've heard for the longest of times. But as far as making sense, you're absolutely right. If I cost my company money, normally I would get fired. But strange world, but it's good to see. I will say this. It's good to see things coming around. The one thing that I will give this, and I won't stay on it very long, is the idea that because it's actually bringing things back to normalcy. And what I really like is that capitalism does bring about normalcy.
The market wins again.
The market.
So
again.
So a quick update to even that headline happened today, to where a spokesperson for Anheuser-Busch, I believe they were talking to CBS News. Don't quote me on that one. But they were asked by reporters. They were like, "Oh, so is it true?" Because we saw the Daily Caller, and still wouldn't officially say from the podium that they were fired. He was like, we're still calling it a leave of absence. Not going to officially say that they were fired. And then a reporter asked him if they would apologize or if they regretted working with the old Dylan Mulvaney,
Dylan Mulvaney.
Yes, the titular transgressor.
It's right up there with Mr. Lemon.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway.
If they regretted working with him, and the spokesperson for Anheuser-Busch still would not come out and say that they officially regretted working with them. Still would not say, specifically said that he would not take it off the table that they might work with him again. To that I say, please do it again. I double dog dare you.
See if this one's worth $10 billion, just because you didn't have some college prepper going around going, oh, it's so time for them to do this. This is left so far behind. They're out of the mainstream culture. Blah, 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 blah. Whatever.
Please.
I could care less.
I dare you. Do it again.
I'm going to point and I'm going to get me a good root beer. Forget about Budweiser.
There you go. All right, moving along here. All right, so NBC News defends, quote, "We're coming for your children" chant at New York City drag march, arguing, this is important, it's been used for years at Pride events. Did you see this video from this event?
No.
These people are marching down the road. I got to get this. I didn't realize that. She got little nip stamps on there. Let me get that off the screen. All right. But anyway, these guys are at this New York City Pride event. They're marching down the road, and they got them on camera going, "We're here. We're queer. We're coming for your children." And like as clear as day on the camera saying it. So NBC News is coming out, and they're defending this. And their defense, and this is what's hilarious, is that, listen, they've been saying this for years at Pride events. What's the big deal now, right?
We've been complaining about it for years.
Right.
What do you mean? You haven't been listening, people.
Absolutely. Wow. I don't understand how they can defend that at all. But anyway, moving down to the second paragraph in this article, it's absolutely hilarious. NBC asserted that the drag marchers were saying, so remember what the headline said. They've been they've been saying it for years. Here in the second paragraph, NBC asserted that the drag marchers were saying, quote, "We're here, we're queer, we're not going shopping." And that it's only one voice that is louder than the crowd who said, quote, "We're here," or "We're coming for your children," end quote. Okay. So which is it, NBC? Have they been saying it for years? Or was it just one guy? Like, pick your defense.
The editor didn't look through the copy before he released it, did he?
I don't know. But isn't it?
That is exactly what that is. Two different one with, oh man, I can't believe we said that. Issue this, say this. They put it out there, and when the editor put it up, he's like, "Ooh, forgot to take it out."
Oh man. All right, enough said.
That's the cool part about digital print, man. You can always just take it down. Just take it down.
Yeah, no joke. No joke. All right, we're going to move right along. This is, I think, my favorite story of the day, and I am here for it. Let's go. Elon Musk agrees to train with UFC legend George St. Pierre before potential cage match with Mark Zuckerberg.
Would you pay to see this?
100%. If they put this out, and we did a short about it from the channel. If they put this out, I'll throw a party. All right.
I want to see this. I really want to see this. And then his dad even throws weight behind it because it's reminded me of my dad. It's like, if my son don't kick his butt, he deserves to lose his company.
Well, and it's really funny too. I heard some of the guys from Tim Pool, shout out, from their Timcast IRL section. They brought up a really good point, saying that, I don't know if the shareholders and all those who owned equity in the companies, if they would even allow this to happen legally, because it's like, Musk is the CEO of 5 different corporations, and so it's like knowing that he's the CEO, I think so, and that he has a fiduciary duty to make financial decisions in the interest of those companies, right? And
not to do things to risk his life. I mean, if you want to think about it, this just happened with that Titan submarine. I don't know if you know it or not. The owner of the company was actually piloting the boat.
Oh no, I didn't catch that. I didn't catch that he was piloting.
In one of the news articles that I saw, he was actually piloting the boat. And then you have a couple of the others that were on the boat that owned companies that's high risk. They probably shouldn't do it because of their fiduciary responsibilities with their companies. And I mean, it's like you and I remember this. There are certain recording contract companies that once you sign with them, if you're the lead guitarist or something like that, you're not allowed to drive a motorcycle. Right. Because of falling, breaking your hands, wrists, or something like that. And that's one of the things. So same thing applies here.
Well, I'm sure that there's stipulations like that in contracts for professional athletes as well, right? Because it's like if you're going to sign, let's say, a kicker, right, to an NFL football team, and then that guy is out running with the Bulls or something, isn't that something that you as a football coach would be like, I don't want my multi-million-dollar kicker right out doing something stupid
Larry
like that.
Joe Bird, one of the greatest of all time, the way that he injured his back, splitting wood with an axe. 6'9". What do you think, man? You go to twist your back and whatever, and that's how he injured his back and what took him out of the game.
That's a lot of back to twist.
Yeah.
Anyway, just a little bit of background to this story for anybody that's not covering it. Elon Musk took to his social media platform and called out the Zuck, saying that we should get in the cage. Yeah, there it is. And Mark Zuckerberg, surprisingly, responded on his social media platform with basically, give me a time and a place, bro, and we'll make it happen. At that point, Dana White from the UFC got involved, and he said that he's been talking to both of the CEOs and that he is working on setting the matchup. And now here you've got Musk getting with a UFC legend, a champion, who's offered to train him. So this might be happening.
Wasn't he just on Joe Rogan? I mean, can he help him out here?
I mean, Joe Rogan's going to absolutely not officiate, but he's going to announce for the event, I believe he said. So this has the potential, they're saying, at $100 per pay-per-view. Dana White is anticipating over $1 billion for this fight. Says it will be the biggest fight in world history.
Winner takes all.
They fight for pinks on the of the companies.
Winner takes all, the billion and the company. And how did Elon Musk become the wealthiest man in the world?
I wonder. Who's place your bet? Who you betting on? Who you throwing in?
Oh, Musk.
You're going for Musk?
I'm going. He's got the weight. South African, absolutely.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. I'm not. I'd be willing to take that bet with you. I think I'll bet on the other side. Just for funsies. All right.
Just because we got nothing in it.
Yeah, I got no skin in the game. All right. Last headline for the day. Here we go. All right.
Here we go.
So, universal basic income payments. Big cities that have jumped into programs to give away money. Because whenever you give away money for free, nothing bad ever happens.
I know. I'm waiting for that program to come to Hancock.
Yeah, here's your 13 cents for the year. All right, so they talk about the fact that Alaska has been paying because of their oil profits for decades, which is their, but Alaska does it. So anyway,
that's called revenue sharing.
Right. Well, so the cities that they were calling out here, you've got Ann Arbor, Michigan, Cook County, Illinois, so Chicagoland, and Los Angeles, California, right? So a couple of the things that I just like, it's so funny when people start arguing for these things, universal basic income. It's like, one, how are you going to draw the line? Who gets it and who doesn't, right? Because then you immediately start running into problems like, well, they have to be, historically black. Well, how much black? How black do you have to be?
How black? Oh my goodness, that has come back around, huh?
Right, but I'm saying, right? And then how much? Are we talking like if you're a quarter black, you get like a quarter of this? It's like there is no way to draw these lines to make this stuff make sense. And yet they're going to forge ahead with it anyway. So you know what I say? Go for it. And I'm going to butter the popcorn, and I'm going to watch. This is what we got for you guys today here on Who's Who and What's New. I hope you enjoyed keeping up with us on the latest headlines, and I hope to see you guys back next week when we're going to do it all over again.
And before you go, I'm 132nd Iroquois Indian. Do you know what that makes you?
Don't do math.
164.
It's like never do math in public.
Roll it.